So it's that time of year again, Valentine's Day, and I forgot again to get into a serious relationship before the dreaded February 14th, which means that you are going to be getting stuff like this every single year. Because since I don't have anyone in romantic sense to spend this day with, I decided that I'm going to make a Michelin star quality restaurant meal for my roommate. But I'm also making it part of this ongoing series on this channel where I take a viral TikTok recipe and see how well it is if I try to recreate it as someone who is not a professional chef, as just a normal guy who cooks. Today is all out. It's the biggest video I've done, and to be honest, I'm a little bit nervous for it because we're using several different videos. We're using one video for how to cook the steak, another video for making cowboy sauce, another video for making sweet potato fries, and then I'm also doing mixed vegetables and a special drink. Those I'm not directly using a video for because I would be able to do that on my own and do them very well. But still, 5 different major components to this video. This is a holiday special. And on a holiday special, I think it's only appropriate to bring up that I am Sirglenneth everywhere. So you can subscribe right here for videos like this. I also am on TikTok and Instagram. And if you follow me those other places, you'll get amazing content like this that I post on Instagram stories. I am a menace over there. And my reels are also kind of menacing too. Or on TikTok where I'm much more drink specific focused. And then you can have all of these like amazing cocktails but in a much more shorter condensed form. But like I said, if you like these long form videos with me cooking, trying to be educational as I'm doing it while also educating myself on how to do all of them, stick around and subscribe. Hit the like button, comment down below. Oh my gosh. And also tell me how cute I look today. I think that's enough preamble. You get the idea, and we have lots of stuff to do. So without any further ado, let's get cooking. First, we're going to take clean sweet potatoes and we're going to cut them into our fry sizes. I want it to have more wedges so they're a little bit wider. Then we're going to put our wedges into a bowl, fill that bowl with cold water, and I'm adding ice cubes just to let them soak for about 30 minutes. Once they're done soaking, we're going to dry them, put them back into the bowl, and add avocado oil and our seasonings. I'm using salt and pepper. And then I'm adding cornstarch as well to help them bake a little bit crispier. Get in there with your hands and make sure that's thoroughly mixed. Then grab a baking sheet with parchment paper and pour the fries on. Take the time to spread the fries out so none of them are on top of each other. It'll help them cook more thoroughly. Then we're throwing them in the oven at 400 degrees for about 50 minutes. Now I'm pulling out my ribeye about 30 minutes before I actually plan to cook it because we want it to reach room temperature. This does a few different things. It helps the meat not shrink while we're cooking. It'll make it cook faster because the center won't be cold, the meat won't dry out, and it will be more tender. I'm also hand drying the meat because the less water in our cut, the less aggressive sizzle we'll get when cooking. While we wait, I'll make our cowboy sauce, which is a combination of butter, minced garlic, lemon juice, and lemon zest, spicy Dijon mustard, smoked paprika, cayenne powder, salt, and pepper. Then I'm going to take a second to thoroughly stir it before I add in parsley, red pepper flakes, and Italian seasoning. Do a quick stir again, and then I'm going to set it aside until later. Now that our fries are getting close to being done, I'm combining Parmesan cheese, minced garlic, and lots of parsley. We're going to add this to our fries once they come out. After drying the steaks again, we're going to add salt and pepper to both sides. It's very important to not do this until right before we're adding them to the pan because the salt will draw out the extra moisture in the meat, again making it sizzle aggressively in the pan. Okay, quick chemistry lesson. You do not want to cook a steak with olive oil. We want to go for a high temperature sear on our steak, and olive oil has a smoke point of 118 degrees Celsius, which is far too low. We'll end up either smoking out all of our olive oil before the steak even goes in the pan, or the temperature will be too low to sear the steak properly. Ideally, you'd use canola oil or peanut oil, which smoke out at 204 and 232 respectively. I'm using avocado oil, which smokes out at 271. But whatever oil you use, don't add the steak to the pan until it's just starting to smoke. If your pan's smoking too much, turn down the heat. We don't need it that high. Even with our drying, the steak's still going to sizzle, so it's important to lay it away from you to help minimize the splashback. Once that side is nice and golden brown, you're going to flip the steaks over and then add in your butter, minced garlic, rosemary, and thyme. You can switch up this combination depending on how you want your steak to taste, but this is a very standard basting recipe. Now we get to pull out our fries, marvel at how amazing they look before putting them in a bowl and then adding our Parmesan cheese, minced garlic, parsley mixture, and stirring it all up. Quickly, let's make a faux French 75. Ice, 2 ounces of gin, I'm partial to Empress's indigo flavor, 3/4 of an ounce of lemon juice, and 1/2 ounce of homemade simple syrup. Give it a good shake and strain it out into your drinking glass. This is a faux French 75 because instead of Prosecco, I'm adding in Martinelli's sparkling apple cider. Finally, we're plating. We have our ribeye, sweet potato fries, and I whipped up some mixed vegetables and combined them with the seasoning we used for the fries. Obviously, everything looks amazing. We have our sparkling drink ready and waiting, and we have our cowboy sauce on the side to use at our discretion. All I had to do is call my roommate and we're ready for a 5-star restaurant quality dinner. So, welcome to my bathroom. Very predictably, dinner took longer than I thought it would, so as soon as I finished filming that last clip, we immediately started eating because I didn't want the food to get cold and I was very hungry. One thing led to another. We ended up binge watching our favorite roommate show, 911, and yes, we are Team Buddy. You know, things just got out of hand. So, I'm coming back now to tell you how everything tasted, how everything turned out, because there's actually quite a few things I need to say. First and foremost, I want to reiterate that I am not a professional chef. I have no training. I just grew up in a house where we regularly cooked / baked. That's all I know. With that being said, everything came out tasting amazing. Like, I am not disappointed by a single thing. However, there are adjustments in everything that I would like to make if I could. Let's start with the star of the show, the steak. As I mentioned in the clip and we saw in the skillet, it did not dry out as properly as I wanted. The meat still came out beautifully. Obviously, it was thin, so it cooked really fast. My roommate also insists on never eating anything that's less cooked than medium. So I just made both the steaks medium very quick. That's why I didn't show it, because I refuse to give you guys visual evidence to destroy me, okay? I know that cooking a steak past medium is basically like a sin. I'm sorry. That's just how she wanted it cooked. Obviously, you saw that my steak came out more gray brown than actual charcoal brown like you would hope. But with the basting and everything, it still tasted absolutely amazing. So for the steak, I would say that I would make it again for myself. I'm not sure if I would make it again for other people. At least not that cut. It was a little bit too thin, cooked way too quickly. I want a thicker chunk so I can get more to that perfect rare / medium rare, because that's how I usually eat my steak. Also, I would like to practice a little bit more first before I give that to someone, and probably get just like a cast iron skillet. But hey, that's the limitations of technology. I wouldn't expect someone watching this video who's trying to learn how to cook to already have a cast iron skillet. So, next, the sweet potato fries. Here's the thing. They tasted amazing. I know that I love sweet potato fries. My roommate loves sweet potato fries. So we ate all of them, like demolished. However, they did not come out crispy. I'm not sure if it's because I used too much avocado oil or not enough cornstarch, but they weren't crispy. Now, the cowboy sauce, my roommate Bahar immediately asked me for the recipe. She was like, I'd use this as a salad dressing. I'd use this for anything. She was literally lumping it on everything. So good. I am not only going to make that again for myself and my friends, I might lie to them and tell them that's a recipe that I created. Like, I'm so serious. The mixed vegetables are just basic frozen bag mixed vegetables that you can get like Target. I think they're like 95 cents. That's why I love them, because it's so much. The faux French 75, because it didn't have Prosecco, was unreal. Like, I made myself another glass of it afterwards. So I was like, yeah, I need 2 of this. Altogether, the meal tastes like you're sitting in your room reading a book and you hear the oven timer go off. And you know it's only going to be a couple of seconds, so someone yells up, "Come and get it." And the fact that every single thing I would make again and share with others with a little bit more practice, yeah. And you know what that means, it's only bigger and better from here. Quick reminder to definitely subscribe if you like videos like this. Like, comment down below, how was your Valentine's Day? How did you spend it? You saw how I spent it. I spent it cooking. Again, if you want like behind the scenes stuff, because I post clips of these videos and like previews and like extra pictures and stuff, basically about my entire life on Instagram and on TikTok. Like, follow me everywhere. I'm amazing. I think that's all I need, guys. So let's have some fun and smile, because we did it. We made it through another Valentine's Day. They said it couldn't be done. They saw us at our lowest. Fat, nasty, and broke. Career in shambles. We came on this bitch mad as hell.